Greetings and welcome to CauselessJoy Tarot. I am the Golden Light Goddess and I am here today to do readings for the sign of Leo for the month of December 2017. Today I am using two decks, Legacy of the Divine by Cyril Marchetti for the primary portion of the reading. And then for our guidance card will be pulled from Kyle Gray's Keepers of the Light. Starting in 2018, I will be offering personal readings, so you can find out more details about that under the discussion tab on my channel if you're interested. So Leos, let's go ahead and get started with the reading for December 2017. Calling on my angels, guides, teachers, and helpers, all that loves and surrounds the sign of Leo. Asking for crystal clear guidance as we look at the energy for December 2017. Giving thanks in advance to all that is for perfect guidance, perfect clarity, and perfect wisdom. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Asking for guidance as we look at the energies for the sign of Leo for the month of December 2017. As we look at the energy for December 2017, what is the highest message for the sign of Leo coming into December of 2017? Giving thanks in advance for wisdom and clarity and light. All right, Leo, that feels pretty good right there. All right, and let's take a look at the cards for December 2017 for the sign of Leo. All right, and we'll talk about this spread as we move through the cards here, but just briefly, the cards to the left are past energy cards. The cards in the middle row represent your current energy, and these cards represent the future. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, Leo, we have the Queen of Swords coming in upright position here. The Queen of Swords is very sharp. She's a very sharp and direct woman or personality. It doesn't necessarily need to be a woman or a man, but it's a feminine energy, but it's very direct, very sharp, very business oriented, very organized, highly organized in her thinking. So let's go ahead now and take a look at the rest of the cards for Leo for the month of December. All right, and as a very central energy, we have the Four of Coins coming in the reversed. So upright, the Four of Coins means that Leos would be holding on very closely to their coins. And in the reversed position, it doesn't mean that you're going to all of a sudden let your coins go flying out into the world. I'm feeling that there may be a need to monitor, though, your expenditures as we head into a holiday season and it's gift buying season, and we have a tendency to splurge out sometimes at these at these holidays. So perhaps there's a need to kind of monitor that spending, to be very mindful of where your money is being spent. All right, that's what I'm picking up as the central energy there. And that's crossed by the Three of Coins. You're working really hard for to earn a living, to earn finances or money or resources, or to create resources for yourself. So that may it goes very well with what I just said about monitoring your spending, monitoring where you are investing your money and how you're investing your money. You know, because again, there's this, you're working really hard to gain it, and the Three of Coins means that you haven't quite reached a level of earning that you haven't reached your goals yet in terms of earning money. If this were an Eight of Coins or a Nine of Coins, I'd say that you were much closer to reaching those goals. But the Three of Coins means you're just a little bit further away from your goals, but you're working very diligently to get to that state of actually achieving your goals, which again, it makes perfect sense why that's what I'm picking up, this need to monitor where you're investing your money. All right, so let's take a look at what we have coming in above you here in the month of December. We have the King of Swords coming in the upright. Again, we had the Queen of Swords as the overall energy. So in the King of Swords is coming in as your as the energy that's over your spread. So here we have both the King and Queen overlighting this spread. The Queen coming in as an overall energy, and the King coming in as your primary energy that's over you right now. So here we have a very clear indication that Leos are on top of their game in terms of thinking, the way you're thinking, what you're thinking about, how you are using those thoughts to create a better life for yourself. Very positive energy here. And this King of Swords is again the master of this suit. Like the Queen of Swords, very sharp, very dominant, very clear in their actions and their intentions and in their thought life. They're very clear about what it is that you're looking to create for yourself, and that is a very positive and good sign for Leos in the month of December, really demonstrating a level of understanding or wisdom or knowledge that will assist you in going into this new year of 2018 for creating that life. Because again, you are working very hard, you're very focused on what you're trying to create right now. All right, so let's see what's beneath you here. We have the Page of Cups coming up in the reverse. So this page is all about emotions, relationships. There are messages relating to this area of your life. So perhaps there are messages or signs coming in about your relationship, or that will assist you with creating a more solid relationship, if that's something that you need to be doing in your life right now. But again, this Page of Cups comes in with messages that support you. As you can see, his cup is empty here. He's showing up to give you what you need to create the life that you want for yourself, as in terms of emotions, especially as it relates to your emotions and your physical relationships. All right, so let's take a look at this past energy here. We have in the past energy, we have the Six of Coins right above the Strength card in the reverse. So let's talk about this Six of Coins, this give and take energy. So in the past, there's been a real sense of giving and taking, and I'm really receiving these cards as one. That's why I'm stuttering a little bit there, because I'm receiving all three of these as one. The coins, the give and take, the Strength in the reverse, and the Faith in the reverse. All three of these cards represent a past energy, combined represent a past energy. So we have this give and take card, and then we also have the Strength card, which is actually your card, Leo, coming up, as we can see the lion there right on the front. This card represents the sign of Leo, and to see that in the reverse tells me that there may have been where you didn't feel as strong, especially on this give and take. Perhaps you were the one doing all the giving and you weren't receiving what you had hoped that you would receive in return. In other words, it wasn't reciprocal. There wasn't a 50-50 thing. Perhaps it was 60-40, 70-30, maybe even 80-20. But for whatever reason, this give and take it's right over a Strength card that's in the reverse, and then on the outside we have the Faith card, or the Hierophant card, which is also in the reverse. So that tells me that whatever was going on with this give and take, like I said, it could have been 70-30, and that caused you in the past to have your faith shaken, and to make you feel that you weren't strong enough to deal with that. Now, this Six of Coins energy is not, it's not, by far, it's not a horrible or a bad energy to have show up. Typically, it's a pretty good card, actually, when you think about give and take. No one wants to be in a one-sided relationship where they're always giving and never on the receiving end. But if this is more balanced, then this is a good thing. But what I'm picking up here with this particular card, as it relates to your past energy and combined with these other two cards, that this has not been the 50-50 thing that this card represents. Again, I'm picking up more maybe of a 70-30 energy, where whatever happened here with this give and take energy has had a major impact in the past on your ability to stay strong and focused, which is normally what Leos are. Very strong, very outgoing, positive energy. So whatever's going on here, or what was going on in the past, it shook your faith, and it made you feel like you were less than strong. And it has something to do with give and take. All right, so let's take a look now at your future energy here. We have the Eight of Wands coming up in the reverse. So Eight of Wands, this is another action-oriented card. The Eight of Wands usually signifies very fast movement. So seeing that this is a slower energy, and you have a double eight, which is very interesting, because Leos are the 8th month. Most Leos are born in the 8th month. And so you have your energy showing up here, as did with the Strength card, this 8 energy showing up in your future energy as well. So this Eight of Wands in the reverse tells me that things may be a little slow around your work. Here's the Eight of Coins here. So we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse, and the Eight of Coins coming up also in the reverse in your reading here. So we have a slow moving work energy that will lead, though, to some movement for you. Even though it won't move quickly like we like it to sometimes with the Eight of Wands in the upright. We want it now. We live in a microwave society. We want our dinners in 5 minutes, and we want things downloaded in 20 minutes. We want things to move very quickly. And so I'm picking up that there's this slower moving energy here in your future as it relates to your work, as it relates to what you're doing to earn money, whether you're a business owner, whether you work in the corporate world, or at a mom and pop location, whatever you're doing to earn coins for yourself, there's some slow movement going out into the future, but it's going to lead you to a place where you are able to move into a more calmer waters. Now, I'm not seeing a lot of uncalm water here in terms of your energy. I'm not seeing a lot of misalignment or energy that's out of alignment, but I am picking up very much that there's a lot of hard work going into creating this future where you're able to actually move out into more calmer waters, but it's just not going to come as quickly as you'd like it to. It is coming, but it's not coming with this lightning speed. We want it microwaved, right? And it's not going to be microwave. It's going to be put in the oven and cooked the regular way, so it'll take a little bit more time to get that done. All right, so that's what I'm picking up here for Leos, and I'm just reviewing your cards to see if there's anything else that's coming out for you here with me. The King and Queen of Swords, also another very good indication that your thought pattern right now, the way you're thinking, is very much in alignment with what you're hoping to accomplish. Sometimes I'll see opposing energy. I did a reading earlier where I had the Hermit and the Sun. Those are clashing energies that required some balance there. I don't see anything that's in that way. It's just I'm getting the sense that working very hard will ultimately get you, and keeping this very strong, clear thought pattern going for yourself will ultimately get you to where you want to be. Because again, this King of Swords and Queen of Swords were overlighting your energy, and then your final outcome card was the Six of Swords. So yes, absolutely, there is the potential here to create what you're hoping to create for yourself. Again, there's this reminder that it won't come as quickly as you may be hoping that it will come. So some patience there. All right. So let's go ahead and close out the reading for the month of December for Leos with one additional guidance card from the Keepers of the Light. So we call on the Keepers of the Light for one additional guidance card for the sign of Leo. What is the highest energy? What is the highest guidance the Keepers of the Light can offer? Thank you very much to the sign of Leo. All right, we got the Holy Amethyst. The Holy Amethyst, divine alchemy. Move beyond your current challenges. Focus on what you desire, right? The Holy Amethyst. There's some alchemy unfolding here, and I'm picking that up very, very clearly along with this card. Like it was one of those feelings of, yes, that's exactly what's happening here when I saw this card, because as you saw, this card came out on its own, so it's nothing that I personally chose. But here the universe is reminding you that everything is in perfect order. So this slow moving energy that I talked about earlier, I also talked about the fact that it doesn't mean that it won't get done. It will get done. You will ultimately be moving into more calmer waters. You will ultimately experience this divine alchemy that that's talked about in this card here, but the key is going to be to focus on what you do desire. And again, with seeing that King of Swords as over you and the Queen of Swords as your overriding energy, you definitely have the capability to focus on what you desire and not to be so zoned in, pigeonholed in on the things that you don't want. So again, the reminder is to move beyond whatever challenges that you are faced or may be faced with, and to trust that everything is working in your favor. All right. So that does conclude the reading for the sign of Leo for the month of December. I do wish you a very happy holiday season, and I look forward to seeing you back here in 2018. Namaste.